Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome to this brief channel update. So many things to discuss, so little time, so I'm going to try and rattle off all the updates I can in perhaps 10 minutes or less. So first of all, the most pressing thing I wish to discuss, as the title may suggest, I am going on holiday. Hurrah! For the first time in about, I think, 7 or maybe even 8 years. I am going abroad. A proper holiday for once, not just a weekend away. Yay! And this is to celebrate the starting of university for my fiancée, and kind of the end of moving for me, because I need to get away. We are going to Germany, for those of a curious mind, and it's going to be rather good fun, I do hope. So, this will occur between the 11th and 14th of this lovely month, which is of course September, and it will have some minor implications for the channel. I have been working my socks off trying to get a backlog of videos for you all to enjoy, including a complete new series which will start on the Friday and probably end on the Monday or Tuesday of a new game. A game that's been done a hell of a lot by a hell of a lot of people, but I was very much eager to play. I haven't played a good story-driven game in a while, and this comes highly recommended. It's quite a well-known game by the title of Thomas Was Alone, or Is Alone, I believe it was Alone, which will be coming soon. The second update is to do with Robocraft, as lots of you have been asking about where has the content gone. And to put it bluntly, I am a terrible actor. Which is an odd way to sum up what's happened to the content, but please bear with me while I waffle on. So, I've said this before, if I don't enjoy a game, or I am not particularly in the mood to play a certain game, I very rarely force myself to do so, because I am terrible at acting. It's not an enjoyable experience for me, and it's not an enjoyable experience for those watching. I never wish to become a person who treats YouTube purely as a financial gain, because of course this is my full-time job. Thank you all so much for making that possible again. But I never want to play a game purely because I think I can make money from it. If I enjoy the game, I will play it and cover it, of course, but otherwise, it could just be ignored. So, at the moment, I'm not enjoying Robocraft to the extent I used to. At least I can't just keep playing it. I can play it in short bursts at most, but not enough to keep a true series alive. This, of course, may alter in the future. I mean, I've stopped games and came back to games plenty of times in my channel's history, and I'm sure Robocraft will be one of those, particularly as new updates and such happen. Just let me adjust the time slider here on the background besiege burning. It's like having a nice fireplace to watch, I believe. So yeah, the only Robocraft I'm truly enjoying right now is multiplayer Robocraft with platoons, which I'm still trying to get towards making a community page, sorry, a group, a Steam group, there we go, to talk to the community and perhaps be able to play some platoons with you lovely followers. That is still something in the works for me and will happen in the future. The next update is the quantity of videos on my channel recently, and a little bit of an explanation as to why my schedule seems more erratic than it's ever been in the history of the channel. At the moment, I am suffering through a bout of stammering. My speech impediment has came back quite fiercely over the past month. To start off with, I could hide it a lot better, and this is, by the way, the 4th take of this video, so just saying. And I am really struggling to record in long recording sessions, which of course is the most efficient and easy way to record. So at the moment I am having real difficulty in getting quantity of videos out. This will pass as a long-time sufferer of this particular form of speech impediment, which can be hidden very well, so of course it works well for Let's Plays. I understand how this happens. It does happen from time to time. It happened last year at one point, not quite as long-winded. I have actually seen a speech therapist this time, just to make sure everything was alright. She simply said, it's all going fine, these things happen, just continue. So, of course, I'm just continuing, but it's nothing to do with my actual health, so don't worry about that. So for those who don't know, I maybe should spell this out. I have a speech impediment. It is a form of stammering kind of known, it's not an official term, but a lot of people refer to it as a block stammer, which means when you speak, instead of doing the regular stutter of da 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 da, or you repeat a word or sound in a word, you simply stop talking altogether, and your throat basically closes up. It's quite a painful version of the stammering spectrum, and I've suffered from it since I was 7 years old, so I'm pretty used to it now, and from time to time it kind of rears its ugly head and makes it quite difficult for me to speak. It can happen at random times. You may hear right now my voice is extremely strained, trying not to do it because I have a million different kind of techniques to keep it back, and I have to do all of them at the moment to keep it. So let's go to a happier bit of an update then. 70,000 subscribers! Oh my lord, you lovely people. Thank you so much. A lot of people have been asking me, Lathrix, will you do a 70,000 sub special? And the answer is no. I am not a massive fan of subscriber specials as it is. I used to do them because I felt obligated to do so, but I find it really difficult to do them because I'm not a very self-congratulatory kind of person, and it either ends up with me just going thank you, thank you, thank you for 10 minutes, or me kind of patting myself on the back, and either way it's not really a great thing to watch. Some people are really creative and think of great things to do, but I'm not that type of person, so all I can say here is just one very heart-filled thank you for making this all possible, for making this possible for me to do this as a job, and of course for getting that lovely number of 70,000. 100,000 is just on the top of another hill or mountain, and we can get there, etc, etc. So that's pretty much the update. I thought it was important just to let everyone know what's going on, particularly if some effects do happen to the channel. The backlog is in place, but you never know with YouTube's messed up scheduling system and the fact I will probably be without internet for at least 1 or 2 of the 4 days I'm gone, so I'm really hoping that YouTube doesn't screw up and everything goes fine. I'm sure it won't. It's not like thumbnails broke last week again. Oh wait, they did. So thank you all for sitting through this update. I hope you've gleaned some information from it, and I hope to see you in the next video. And of course, thank you so much again for making all this possible, and goodbye. Burn away.